Good morning, everybody. Long time no see. I feel like I say that at the beginning of a lot of my videos, but it has been quite a few weeks since I've actually spoken to the camera like real time. The last few videos that you'll have seen were actually sort of pre-filmed, not on purpose, but they were filmed sort of back beginning of January, and it's now February, but there's just been a lot going on and I needed a little bit of time to step back. So I thought I would start this video today. I am actually going to multitask while I'm talking to you because I've got a lot of washing up that I need to do. So this weekend we have we've actually hired a van because we're getting some wardrobes off Facebook Marketplace, which is really exciting. Really nice wardrobes. You'll obviously see them in this video. Probably not to everyone's taste because my taste is very much leaning towards sort of antiques. I love old stuff, old furniture. My interior style is very much sort of traditional. So yeah, they are quite sort of old-fashioned, like pine wardrobes, his and hers wardrobes. They were bespoke made for this like oldish couple, I'm guessing years and years ago, and they, I don't know, can't fit them in or whatever, so they are selling them. So we're basically picking them up today, which is why we've hired a van. I hope you can hear me over this task. So yeah, we've hired this van to pick these wardrobes up, but we thought we might as well make the most of the time that we had with the van. We've had it for like 24 hours, so we picked it up yesterday afternoon, and we have basically, well, he has done quite a few tip runs to get rid of just all of the rubbish that we've got lying around. If anybody has ever done anything in the house or done a renovation or anything, then you'll know just how much stuff builds up. And we've discussed getting a skip like multiple times, but if you get the cheapest skip, the smallest one, the chances are you're not going to get everything in it, but then the bigger sizes are like £250. It's quite expensive, but we have been stuck with just a lot of rubbish, and Louis done a lot of tip runs in his car. His car is absolutely destroyed, but yeah, we thought we might as well just make the most of having the van and obviously get rid of as much as we can. So that's what Louis has been up to sort of last night and this morning. He's been filling the van and doing tip runs, and then he's going to get the wardrobes with like a couple of his friends to help him lift. I think in about half an hour or so. So obviously I'll show you when they get here. I'm hoping it goes smoothly because getting wardrobes in and out of houses is always a nightmare. The couple that were buying them off said that they actually have to like unscrew a section of their banister on the stairs to actually get these wardrobes down the stairs. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm just having a little bit of a sort out in the kitchen now. We didn't wash up after our tea last night, so there's lots of stuff here this morning. But yeah, I thought this would just be a good time to start this video and show you how the bedroom ends up looking. I'll take you upstairs actually and show you how it's looking now. I probably haven't showed it for quite a while in any of my videos, but this bedroom is basically the back bedroom, and it was used when we were like getting the extension done and everything. It just became storage, so it was literally full to the brim of like our Christmas things, stuff out of the loft, our outdoor furniture cushions, like a big mixture of lots of different things. So I've spent the past week or so just chipping away and emptying that room and moving things from that bedroom to the extension upstairs, because that isn't yet like plasterboarded or anything. We won't be doing anything with that extension for a while, so for the time being that can be used as storage, which means that obviously that back bedroom is now cleared. We can get these wardrobes in, and we can actually set ourselves up in like our sort of clothes situation, because we have two of the bedrooms do have built-in wardrobes, which is great, but we're not really using them the best that we could be. When we first moved in, we basically just put anything anywhere just to get it put away. We moved in 5 days before Christmas, so it was just a little bit like crazy to just try and get as organised as we could. So we do need to have a sort out with those built-in wardrobes, but for the past year we have just had like clothes rails. We've just had a rail each, and obviously, well, over the whole extension and everything, a lot of our clothes have gotten very, very dusty, because obviously they haven't been covered. They've just been sort of on these rails, like in the open, just collecting dust. So yeah, anyway, it'll just be really nice to have a proper setup and have some proper wardrobes and be able to live a little bit more normally. I'm on a mission this year. Obviously there's so much to do in this house that it's impossible to do in a year. Even if we had an unlimited amount of money, we still wouldn't be able to do it all in a year. There's so much. So I'm on a mission to just try and get the house to a comfortable, just in a comfortable state that we can live with for the next few years. Obviously it's completely impractical for us to live off just clothes rails for the next like couple of years. It's done us so far, but we need a bit more of a permanent setup. So just little things like that I'm wanting to get on top of this year, just so that we can, I don't know, I suppose just feel a little bit more settled, even though things are going to change every year in this house until we're done, and we'll probably never be done. But yeah, it would just be nice to feel a little bit more settled, feel a little bit more homely in here, and I suppose just sort of maybe get things like up on the walls, and yeah, just make it into a home this year, because obviously last year was the year of the building work and all the structural stuff. This year we're not going to make massive progress with the house because we're getting married. So yeah, that is the plan anyway. So I'm going to finish this. I'll show you the bedroom upstairs before they turn up with the wardrobes, and then once the wardrobes are in, I will show you what they look like. So this is the back bedroom. So this is how it's currently looking, which honestly is so different to this time, probably this time last week. It was literally, you couldn't get past here and it was just stuff everywhere. The bed was originally over here, so we've now put the day bed here. There is some bits in front of it. So this is my clothes, but to be fair, these are clothes that I haven't worn in months. Basically it's a lot of like summer things and just stuff thrown over there. But this rail has been in this room, I don't know, probably most of like last year, but like I've just said, you literally couldn't get past the door, so I've not even had access to these clothes for a long time. These are the wardrobes that are built in, so there's one in this room and one in our bedroom next door, and we have got some things hung up in here, but we can just make much better use of these. So at some point, maybe next weekend or at some point in the next couple of weeks, we will probably pull everything out of these wardrobes and maybe put like our summer things in there, or even coats, things that need hanging up and need a home but maybe aren't used every day. So yeah, we moved the bed over to this side, and the plan is to get rid of this wardrobe. This was just a cheap wardrobe that I bought when I still lived at my mum and dad's, and it's literally, I mean it's fine, but it's very like flimsy, very wobbly. The back of it is all like broken. So We might try and sell it or give it away for free maybe, otherwise we'll probably just get rid of it. And then we're going to put the 2 new wardrobes here, so they'll stand directly next to each other, and they'll probably pretty much go up to this wardrobe. That's why we've just left that there for now, but eventually, like I said, obviously this will be going, so we'll have the 2 wardrobes there. And then I think what we might do, because at the moment we have got, this room is just, this has turned into a little bit of a storage room now. This is the smallest bedroom. This is my desk, which obviously I haven't really been able to use for a while anyways, but I've also got a dressing table in our bedroom. So I think what I might do, instead of having both, is I might just use this as a bit of a multi-purpose desk slash dressing table, because obviously I do work from home, but not every single day. I do go into the office some days, and then obviously some days I just sit downstairs, some days I sit on the sofa. This is the dining table. So if I've got the option of sitting at this desk, if I've got any meetings, or if Louis here and I need to sort of be out of the way, I can use this as a desk. But it's sort of taking up more space having a dressing table and a desk. So that's my thought process anyway. So I'm thinking of putting that desk in here right in front of the window, because that is where I do my makeup basically. I need natural light. I always sit in front of natural light, so I'm thinking of putting that desk in front of the window, in front of this radiator here, and yeah, using that as like dressing table slash desk if I need it. So this room will be like a little dressing room slash spare bedroom slash home office, just a little bit of like a multi-purpose room. Obviously we literally never have anyone coming to stay. All of our family live like 2 minutes away from us, so it's unlikely that we'll often have anyone to stay, but obviously this is an option if anybody does want to stay. And then what I'm also thinking is we're going to get our plaster around at some point and just get quotes for all the different areas that we need plastering, and see just sort of what the cost of that is actually going to be, because this is a room that we could potentially get plastered, and then obviously we can like paint it whatever colour we actually want it. We can get new skirting boards. I obviously want to get nice like coving and everything, but the walls in here aren't actually too bad. It wasn't wallpapered, this room was just painted, so we didn't have to do any wallpaper stripping. But obviously we've got big, this is where Louis has put a light switch, I think it is, on the other side, and it's just chipped away all of the wall in here. Same with all of these cracks. I don't know whether you can see them very well. We've got lots of cracks from the build basically. Obviously this is the back bedroom, so this is where the extension was put on here. So yeah, we will need, the ceiling as well needs plastering. We will need to get this room plastered, so that is something that we could potentially look at doing in the next few weeks. And then obviously we've got this little offcut of carpet on the floor here. We've still just got the floorboards, but that's going to be the case for a while. We're obviously not in any rush to be getting carpet in here. It's just not a priority at the moment. So yeah, really, once the walls are plastered in here, we can actually make this a very nice little room. I'm planning on painting this daybed at some point, obviously depending on what colour we end up going for on the walls, and I might even paint the desk, even though I do really like this desk. It's I think it is black. It's just from IKEA. Sorry about that dust, that's really bad. But yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know, I might paint it. It's a little bit harsh for me, the black. I'm much preferring sort of like earthy, natural, like green tones and browns and things like that. So you'll get a little bit of a vibe from the wardrobes when they arrive. So yeah, this is just a little update of this room. Wardrobes are in, and it's safe to say that I am obsessed. I absolutely love them. Like I mentioned previously, they're probably not going to be to everyone's taste. Everybody that's seen them has said to me, oh, I'm guessing you're painting them, and I'm not planning on painting them. I really like them, so I'm going to show you what they look like. They do need moving over a little bit, but I'll show you anyways. So this is the wardrobe situation. So I am going to push that one closer to this one, so they're pretty much sat like right next to each other. There will be a little bit of a gap just because of the overhang on the cornice bit there, but yeah, we are going to push that one right up close to that one, and they are his and hers. So this one is more sort of like full length hanging, and this one, that one's like the woman's one, and then this one is the man's one, which is too smaller obviously, because men used to, well, I suppose still do, just have like trousers and shirts and stuff, and the women would have the dresses. But yeah, I absolutely love them. They were like bespoke, made for this couple, like I mentioned, so they're really, really sturdy. They've got a drawer at the bottom as well, which is lovely. But I love how tall they are. They did, when they've just brought them in then, Louis and his friend and his uncle, we did for a second think that maybe he's going to be too tall, but I like how tall they are. They look so nice. But yeah, I'm not planning on painting them or doing anything with them. I am quite happy with the colour of them. I think the only thing that I would consider doing would be probably staining them a darker colour, but I'm more than happy for now. I'm not going to like rush into doing that. And then obviously, like I mentioned earlier, the plan is to get the walls plastered, paint the walls in here, get the desk in, paint this bed, so everything will be sort of beige, green, neutral, like browny tones, and then the nice pine wardrobes. But yeah, I actually am obsessed with these. I love them. I can't wait to fill them up. I'm not going to start putting my clothes in yet because we do need to move this one over, and Louis just gone to drop his uncle and his friend off. So yeah, this is our new wardrobes. Do you like them, Louis?
Yes, very grand.
Very grand. I do like how tall they are.
We'll change handles.
No, we're not changing the handles. Sorry.
Running through my mind at night, think about you all the time. Not sure I'm getting by, but these are my deepest secrets. Running through my mind at night.
So please just ignore the state of me. I am having a completely makeup free day. So I'm just in this back bedroom with our new wardrobes, and I'm having a little bit of just a general sort out. I have got rid of this clothes rail here that had my clothes on. This is just our washing here, ignore that. But this is actually nice that we've now got this room to hang the washing up upstairs instead of downstairs, because that being like in the kitchen downstairs and people coming around just doesn't sit right with me. So yeah, I've just cleared this clothes rail of my stuff, so I've got a very, very full wardrobe in here. I will probably continue to just sort through clothes, and even though we are still definitely in winter, it's such a nice sunny day today, but hopefully at some point in the next few months I'll be sort of starting to transition out of like my big thick jumpers that I wear every single day at the moment. So yeah, this will probably change a little bit, but this is sort of where I'm thinking of putting my everyday clothes, so the clothes that I do grab on a day-to-day basis, and then any other bits I have got in this wardrobe in here. So this is more sort of like summer dresses and long dresses and things that I don't really tend to wear every day, and then back here is sort of like little summer strappy tops. But I've also got rid of, we had a rail here, the same as the one next door, with all of Louis' clothes on, and this is in our bedroom, so obviously there's bits everywhere, but I'm just having a general tidy up in here. But this has cleared all of this area because it was quite cluttered before. So this is just, look at Nelson. This is just much nicer for our bedroom. So yeah, I'm just having a bit of a general tidy round. And then what I think I might also do, I've got a pile of clothes there that I just need to hang up and decide where to put them. This grey wardrobe here, I'm not really sure what to do with it. I would like to just get rid of it. Obviously it won't be staying on the end there next to these wardrobes. We'll either get rid of it completely, we could possibly move it into this little bedroom, which has sort of turned into a little bit of a storage room. We need to get this desk out because I think I've mentioned in this video that I'm planning on using this as a dressing table and putting it in that room that I've just been in. So that will basically clear this room. So we could put the wardrobe maybe like against this wall. We could have it in here and even just put, I don't know, like all of our coats in there or something. Obviously during the summer that's something that we're not gonna use or anything. So I don't know whether it maybe makes sense to keep hold of that wardrobe just to try and eliminate the stuff that we've got in boxes, because we still do have a lot of our belongings just in boxes. So yeah, we might do that. We might actually just move that into that little bedroom. So then these drawers obviously are just out of the bottom of that wardrobe. But then what I can do is dress this daybed. So we had this daybed in our old house and I had it sort of set up like a sofa basically. So I've got lots of like scatter cushions to go across the back. It's got obviously pillows and a duvet which I just tucked round here, and yeah, just sort of make this into a bit of a like sofa seat sort of situation. And then maybe at some point this week me and Louis can move that desk. Well, we'll have to move that wardrobe first and move the desk into here. So yeah, that is what I'm up to today anyway. I'll show you how much I get done, but I do feel like I'm making, well, we're making a lot of progress with the house. I look so knackered today, but I'm actually feeling quite good. I just don't want to waste time putting a full face of makeup on or anything. So this is how we're looking for the day. But yeah, I do feel quite positive. This weekend has been an extremely productive weekend and I feel like things are starting to look up, especially just with these wardrobes. I love the fact that now when you walk up the stairs, that as you walk up here and you can just see the wardrobes in the bedroom, it makes everything feel more homely. I don't know whether that's just me, but just having wardrobes and a little bit of carpet and oh, I just feel so wholesome. Like it's actually starting to feel a little bit more like a home now. But yeah, anyways, I'm just rambling on for no reason. So I'm going to sort these clothes out. I might try and find the bedding for this day bed. That'll need washing, so if I can find it I'll pop it in the wash and then I'll be able to dress this bed all nice. Oh. God. Oh. So I'm not sure whether this is the bedding. I feel like it might be, but alright, okay. Yeah, so this is the bedding for this bed, and I actually thought that I'd taken all of the covers off everything, but I haven't, so it's all in here. But to be honest with you, it doesn't actually smell that bad, considering it's been in a bag for probably, has it been in a bag for over a year? I can't remember whether we've had this out or not, but I might just put it on the bed like this for now, just so that I can style it all up and make it look nice, and then I'll wash it another time. So I've quickly styled up the little day bed. Ignore the creases in this duvet cover here. Obviously, like I mentioned, I will have to properly like wash and iron that and everything, but I was just too eager to set all of this up and just make it look pretty, even if it's just temporarily, because I will strip all of this off at some point. But obviously we do plan on getting this room plastered, hopefully at some point soon. I don't know how soon that means. We still need to get our plaster around to give us a few prices, so obviously it completely depends on price. But I'm just so happy to have this room back. I really like it. I feel like it's, I don't know, it just feels very homely now. Even though we do have big cracks on the ceilings and massive holes in the walls. Yeah, it's still nice in here. And to be honest, I think I have mentioned that this room wasn't wallpapered, so we didn't have to do any wallpaper stripping in here, which was great. And the colour of the walls is actually just like a very neutral sort of beige, maybe it's like a magnolia colour, which obviously is absolutely fine. Our bedroom next door when we first moved in was lilac, so it could be worse. This is absolutely fine as it is, so yeah, this is how it's looking anyways. I've got a few bits that I need to move. I'll get rid of the black bags, and then me and Louis will move this at some point, but we obviously need to clear some space in this little bedroom before we can move it. So yeah, I've also been stripping the last of the wallpaper. I think that was sort of last week I did that. There was just very like random patches left sort of on this wall. There was some up here that I couldn't reach, so I had a couple of days last week, I think it was, where I just stripped all of the last bit of wallpaper off, and I've actually sort of scrubbed the wall, because on a lot of the walls, I don't know whether you can see, there's lots of little patches of backing paper. So I just need to go over all of the walls and give them a scrub with a sponge, but obviously all of these walls will be plastered at some point in the future as well, but we just don't know when. Last update I'm going to give you, because I just feel like I'm talking non-stop. I sanded this banister literally months and months ago, so I've literally got up to this point, so the only bit I need to do is this run along here. However, I got this far and then I just decided that it was too big of a job basically, and it was just annoying me. It was making so much mess, obviously sanding all of this back. it was taking me so long. I was using an electric sander, but even so, I was doing it literally for hours and not really getting, well, obviously I was getting somewhere because I've done all of this, but it took me literally weeks, and then it became one of those jobs that I just dreaded doing because of the mess and then the cleanup afterwards. So I basically, just to save myself a lot of stress, I basically just gave up and thought, right, I'm just gonna paint it, which I might still do. The other issue that I had was that these are actually different colour woods. I don't know whether you can see there. It's only a slight difference, but obviously I notice it. Nobody else probably would. But now I'm not sure whether to continue, because I've done all of this hard work anyway, whether to continue with this bit up here and actually stain the wood so that it hopefully would match a little bit better. I am planning on staining, ignore the mud all over the stairs, but I am planning on staining the wood of these stairs and repainting the white bits, because obviously, again, the stairs are functional, the work, therefore it won't be top of our priority list to change them anytime soon. But in the meantime, I am just gonna paint the white bit of the stairs, repaint all of the banister, like basically probably a lot of the woodwork. So yeah, let me know what you think about the banister and whether to stain them. I am planning on staining it quite a dark wood basically. I'm really liking very deep brown rich tones at the moment. So yeah, I'm thinking of staining these a really dark colour, and I would do the banister the same. So yeah, let me know what you think. Good morning. I'm currently just trying to balance here on this vase in the kitchen. I can't find a good place to actually like stand the camera, so this is going to have to do. But I have been doing a little bit of shopping today. I've been to Wilkinson's, which is very exciting, and I've just got a few, well, I say a few little bits. I've literally hardly got anything, but I thought I would just show you what I've got anyway. So I picked up some, literally just some filler, because if you've seen my sort of like kitchen transformation video, I mentioned in that about filling in all of the little holes on the cabinet doors where the old handles were, because I'm going to replace all of the handles. So yeah, that is what I got this for, just to fill all of those little holes, and then when the paint arrives for the kitchen, I should be good to go, I think, and ready to paint. I also got some rollers for that project, so I'm not actually sure. The paint I've got, it's a French chic paint. I'll show you it when it arrives. I ordered it, I think it's been almost a week, so it should be here any day now, and it's part of the trim paint range on the French Chic website. I think it's possibly a satin paint. I don't think it's gloss, but obviously the kitchen cabinets that I'm painting are gloss. They're currently like a glossy finish, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to need to use a foam roller instead of like the sort of fluffy ones, but this pack has one of each in anyway, so hopefully that'll do the job. Oh, I just nearly smashed the camera to bits. So yeah, I've got filler, I've got rollers. I also got some white spirit to clean the brushes, and I think to clean, something else told me to use this. I think it was to clean the stairs before I stain the stairs. But anyways, this I think is mainly to clean brushes after you've used gloss paint. I don't have that much experience with gloss painting, to be honest. I'm more used to like emulsion and water-based paint. Any gloss painting that I've done in the past has only been a tiny little bit, and I think I've just thrown the brushes away once I've finished. But I've got a lot of gloss painting to get through basically, and I'm probably going to have to do it bit by bit, so obviously I don't want to be throwing away brushes and buying new ones every time. So yes, I've bought this to clean my brushes, and I also I've also bought this wood varnish. Now, I'm not really sure what I'm doing with this. I mentioned previously in this video about staying in the stairs and possibly the banister. So I'm just going to do the actual stairs themselves to start with, because I'm still not sure about the banister and whether I actually want to stain that or not. But I've never stained wood before, so when I was looking at different like pots of stuff in Wilkinson's, there was some that was like a wood stain, I think, but then I was reading like the instructions and it did say to buy a varnish, I think, or like a wax to sort of seal it over the top, whereas this one is just a varnish itself and it doesn't say anything about having to seal it with anything else. So I'm hoping that this is just like the one thing that I need to use. So I got it in the dark oak colour. I will do a little tester of this on the stairs at some point. But yeah, that's another project that I want to get started on. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I bought from Wilkinson's. I did have a different wood stain in my Amazon basket that I was just going to buy off there, but I was in Wilkinson's and I wanted to buy this one. So I think it was, I want to say this one was maybe about £7. And I think this is, yeah, this is 250ml, so I don't know how far this will get me, but obviously if I need more I can just nip to Wilkinson's and get some more. I've got quite a few other things in my Amazon basket that I'm just waiting to order, because I usually try and order not loads of things, but if there's anything that I need off Amazon, I order it like all at the same time. So yeah, I did have wood stain in my basket. I've also got some Rub and Buff, it's called, which is, I think, basically like a, well, it says there, wax metallic finish, apply to more surfaces. That's basically a paint, but I want it to, I want to use it on some like picture frames and bits of like, not necessarily furniture, but sort of little like decor pieces that I've got. Louie's mum has got a light fitting that she isn't using and she asked if we wanted it, and it's a really, really nice light fitting, but it's sort of like an antique silver and I much prefer like brass or bronze. So I'm hoping to just sort of try and darken it up a little bit and give it more of a bronze look using that. So that'll be another little DIY project, but obviously I'll show you at the time when I'm doing that. I've also got some of the brass knobs in my basket. These are the same ones that are currently on the kitchen because I've used these on previous upcycle projects. So luckily they're still available on Amazon, so I can buy exactly the same ones. I've also got some aged terracotta pots in my basket. So this is, there's 3 different sizes, and they are $18.99. But I really like anything aged, and I've been wanting some like aged terracotta pots like that for a while. I've also got a little box of different like herbs and seeds and stuff, and yeah, I think I might just try and do some potting, maybe of some herbs like in the terracotta pots and have them in the house to start off with, or just have them in the house permanently. But I just think that that'd look nice sort of on like the windowsill or something, some nice herbs in the pots. So yeah, that's how my Amazon basket is looking at the moment. I don't really know why I'm telling you about that, but I'm just having a cup of tea quickly. I'm absolutely frozen. What is on my jumper? I think it's just a bit of fluff. I've just been having a little bit of a look at some wedding jewellery, because it is less than 6 months to our wedding now. It was 6 months a few days ago, so yeah, it's getting close, and I've started thinking about like outfits for my hen do, and just some of the little details like the jewellery that I'm going to be wearing on the actual day. It is a little bit bougie for me, but I was looking at the Monica Vinader bracelets that you can get engraved, and there's one that I really, really like. So that's a possibility if I feel like treating myself. Sorry, my battery went dead. But yeah, I'm just having a little potter around the house. Should we go and see Nelson? See what position he's in. I haven't made the bed this morning, actually. This is a different position. He's normally on his back. Aren't you? He's a good boy. So yes, I'm just having a little potter around the house. I think I'm gonna give the stairs a sweep and possibly a hoover. And actually, sorry, I just keep walking up and down the stairs here, but I might give all of the landing here a good clean, all of these floorboards. We've got lots of stuff down here that needs moving, but if I can clean these up nicely, we have got a roll of carpet here. Ignore the banging, next door's having a roof done, I think. But yeah, we've got this roll of carpet here, so I'm wanting to cut a little bit off there and just put it here basically, just to make this area a little bit nicer to walk on. If obviously like we're getting up in the night to go to the toilet or something, you just have to walk on the floorboard, so we might as well use that carpet that's left over.
Think about you all the time. Not sure I'm getting right, but these are my deepest secrets.
Is all probably a little bit funny because the sun is like, well, I say the sun's going down, it's getting dark basically. It's sort of that like bluey grey time of night, but I thought I'd just give you a little sneak peek of the paint that we've got for the kitchen. I wasn't sure whether to show this or whether to just wait until the actual like kitchen video, because I will do a whole separate video of me like fully upcycling this kitchen. I'm planning on painting it, and what I've decided as well is that I am going to take all of the handles off. So I'm basically going to take all of these off and just put a knob here and a knob here and a knob here, because these are all just cupboards. These look like drawers but they're not. And I've done a little practice. I don't know how well you'll be able to see because it is getting dark, but basically this had a long handle on here and I swapped that out for the knob, and I've actually filled the hole. I can't even find it there. So I've filled the actual hole. Let me see. There, that's a little bit better. There, I've put the light on and you can see I've only filled it once, and then I was waiting for this filler to dry, and then I'll go over it again to get it as smooth as possible, because you can see it's not perfectly smooth there, but you literally can't see it at all. So I'm quite confident that I am going to be able to fill these holes and just paint over all of it, and it'll disguise them quite well. So that being said, I'm actually going to change all of these handles as well. So these ones, well, to be honest, they actually could probably be knobs just there and there, because they're just cupboards. This one, that actually could be knobs as well. I was originally basically thinking that I would take off these handles, fill in the holes, and then just drill new holes and get brand new handles. I'm thinking possibly like cup handles, obviously something much smaller than these, and I want them to be in an antique brass to match the knobs. But I'm just thinking literally that I probably could get away with just a knob on there, because this obviously isn't drawers. The only place that I am going to need handles is these 3 drawers. So I'm definitely going to do that there, take the handles off, fill the holes, drill new holes and get brand new handles. So I'm basically going to wait until I've like ordered the handles and I've got everything that I need before I start the kitchen project, because what I'm going to have to do is probably take all of the handles off, fill all of the holes, wait for the filler to dry, then paint it all, then get the new handles on, hopefully all in a day, so that obviously we're not left without any handles on the drawers for like more than a day. Plus, ideally, I don't want to paint all of this and then fill the holes after and have to sort of repaint over the holes. I just want to do it all in one fell swoop basically. So yeah, that is my plan. But this is, ignore the messy worktop. Got all of like my little DIY bits and bobs on here, but this is the colour, so it looks very, very brown on there actually. That's maybe a little bit of a better idea, but it's definitely green. It is a sort of like a olivey green colour, but yeah, that is the colour that we're going to be going for anyways. I am going to do a little tester of it at some point on the inside of one of the cupboards. So yeah, that's probably all the updates that I've got for this week. I have started a brand new video, and this weekend is probably mainly going to be focused on the stairs. So I'm currently staining and painting the stairs. I also need to do the banister and stuff. I've got a lot of gloss painting that I need to do, but yeah, this weekend is focused mainly on the stairs, and I've started that in a brand new video. So I think I'm going to leave this video here. I don't want to obviously like overlap too much. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching. There will be some sort of DIY projects coming up, so if you are interested in that, make sure you do subscribe, because yeah, obviously I've got the stairs that I'm doing, lots of painting, I've got the kitchen project that will be coming up as soon as possible. I need to do some painting in the bathroom. So yeah, there's just lots of things that I'm hopefully going to be getting up to over the next few weeks. So if you're interested in that sort of stuff, make sure to subscribe and watch our upcoming videos. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will see you in the next video.